Tape marker. Talking animals. Action. What's going on, Alamo City Movie Talk fans? I'm Ryan D, aka Ryan680.
I'm Angela, that cat lady Ange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk. Movie Talk for movie fans, guys. You're bringing the movie world right into your ears, devices. Thank you for making us a part of your day. Let's get right to it. This is our review of Dolittle, guys. Not Doctor, Dolittle. Dolittle, ladies and gentlemen, a physician who discovers that he can talk to animals. What haven't we seen this movie before? Eddie Murphy, and haven't we seen a remake of? Wasn't that a remake of itself? Well, let's get right to it, man. I mean, let's start off. I guess we'll start with the positive sides. So the positive side he got out of this movie was, I mean, the animal casting was wow. Like the casting of the voices, the voice acting casting was on point, man. Like it was wow. I would say that. It was really good.
Great actors. A lot of surprising names that we saw on the list afterwards in the credits.
Yeah, of course, led by RDJ, Robert Downey Jr. And then, of course, Antonio Banderas makes a cameo. But, I mean, he's in the movie. And I was
small role.
And I was like, I was surprised, though, because I was all like, oh, is that Antonio Banderas? Because usually I like to, for movies like this that are, I'm just like, like half interested. I'm just like, I don't really like to look at the full cast. Like, I'll just know who the main cast is. And then if I see other people I know, it's like, oh, okay, it's more surprising. I enjoyed a little bit more than reading the full cast and be like, okay, who's who and all that stuff. And it's always fun to guess which, especially with voice acting movies, any movies that you don't see their face or anything like that. It's always fun to catch. Oh, isn't that what's his name? Oh, well, it's what's her name?
It was hard because I mean, obviously Emma Thompson, like her voice is just so recognizable. I could see that, but seeing who played who, it surprised me. Like it wasn't like just normal talking. Like that's so and so. I know that. Yeah. Pretty surprising.
I'll say this: the opening scene for this movie is really good. I love the introduction because it shows that it sheds some light into the way the movie's gonna flow. It also sheds a lot of light into how their narration and all that stuff. Because I actually like it. I like it. It's a little bit narrated, a little bit. Minimum
by Emma Thompson.
By Emma Thompson, which is always good. Yeah.
But she does a really good job.
She has a really good voice, a proper voice. Speaking of voices, the one that could not get it down, that was really that. I mean, I'll be honest. I hate subtitles. I know everyone's gonna hate on me on the comments down below. If you enjoy subtitles, that's awesome and everything. Because when you're Netflixing it, you watch Netflix and subtitles. That's awesome. But I needed subtitles for this. RDJ was so horrible when it came down to his accent. I couldn't really understand his accent. I feel like he should have just done the Sherlock Holmes accent that he normally does. I mean, because this is based in London, England. And I'm just like, why didn't he just do that Sherlock Holmes? But maybe they were just like, oh, let's try something different. But
yeah, I mean, I could see that they were trying to go differently. I agree with you. It was really hard to kind of determine what he was saying,
and then what he was saying. And then half the time he was just like he was like whispering, almost like a whispering kind of tone.
No, I liked the mannerisms where he did that, but I don't like the accent he chose. And I wish, like you said, even though Sherlock Holmes, or his role in Sherlock Holmes, he was still like the strange, kind of almost mad in a sense.
But he would talk clear.
But you could understand him.
He sounds more distorted. Like he just like it just words mixed together a little bit in this movie, and I'm just like, why? I mean, why did he do this? It could have been just the director. It could have been the writing. I mean, I don't know.
But I feel like if he had done pretty much the same kind of character as Sherlock Holmes, it still would have fit, because this doctor's kind of a little
exactly. I agree
quirky
and like I said, I wanted Sherlock Holmes' accent in here to make it clear. It sounds clear because I didn't mind him as Sherlock Holmes when it came down to his accent and all that. It was actually good. You could understand him. That's the main point.
I think that's the biggest takeaway. It was really hard to understand some of the things he was saying, so I guess it kind of took it away.
Now when we go into voice acting and all this stuff, so Robert Downey Jr., you need of course, it's not just you in there. You need to have a great chemistry between the animals, the voice actors, and it was actually pretty darn good. I actually enjoyed that. I loved how he had a good chemistry with them and everything, and it was a good mixture. Now, let's go to the humor part, because I mean, this movie obviously it was marketed as humor and a lot of humor. The human humor was terrible. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. did not make any. I mean, it was probably like out of his 30 jokes. I'm just giving a rough estimate, guys. Don't quote me on that. But let's just say in this movie he gave 30 jokes. 2 jokes he maybe hit. that were hits. And again, this is your personal opinion. Okay, not to say I wasn't laughing, but the Alamo jokes were freaking hilarious. Like, they were spot on, way more funnier than the Robert Downey Jr. jokes. I'll say that. And also the cuteness of these animals. Oh my God, the cuteness of these animals really carried the movie. The detail of the CGI was so on point. It was so good. I loved every single character because it was the animal characters, because they just really shed so much light into the voicing, even the emotions, like the sadness, fear, courage, all these things, braveness. I mean, just all these things mixtured into these voices. I was just feeling the emotion through the voices, and I was just, wow, it was good. CGI was so on point, which I was surprised, because I was just like, I mean, I don't want to talk bad of a studio, but Universal Studios hasn't really known to do too good of CGI, but they really did really good in this movie. I'll say that.
I agree with you. I really liked the animal actors, or the animal characters. Super phenomenal chemistry. I feel like the voice actors match their personalities perfectly. I really liked how you fall in love with the animals. Like, they are one big family, and you just can't help but, laugh at the jokes they make, because they kind of like poke fun at each other. Yeah. They like push each other to the limit, but they're a family in the end. And I really liked how each animal had their own personality. I mean, that's one thing, and people think I'm crazy for it, is if you are around animals, you know that they have personalities. And they did. And it was amazing to see that. And it was so funny to see how Robert Downey Jr. loved his animals, and his character knew the personalities, the strengths, and as far as the weaknesses, and helped each animal with their own personal journey and strength to grow. I really like that.
I'll say this as well. I feel like the screenplay was poorly written. I feel like this story was very poorly written. I felt like it was very anticlimactic. It was very anticlimactic, and I really I wanted something a little bit more, just a little bit more of a build up, because there wasn't too much of a build up. It was just like, here it goes, and that's it. And then it just...
Yeah, I can agree with you there. It wasn't like a super cemented...
suspense thriller. It wasn't a thriller. It wasn't suspense.
No.
But I don't know if that would set the route they were going in either. So it could have been just like, they were just trying, here's the climax part of the movie, and then there's a turning point, and then that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, also, a lot of the story didn't seem realistic.
Yeah.
I guess like regarding Antonio Banderas' character, like I get it, but it just seems such a letdown how it like
exactly
how his character was when we first met him to where it was ending in such a short time, how it changed, and I didn't like that. It didn't make sense.
Yeah. So the character development, Robert Downey Jr., I didn't see anything character developed. I didn't see really anything besides him just getting a haircut. I mean, that was it. Like, that was just
he did. Yeah. He opened his heart to the child, the boy, young boy who wanted to be an apprentice.
I beg to differ.
I think he did. It wasn't as like in your face. Yeah. But I think he did, because I mean, he's still the same person. He's still quirky, strange, but he has opened up and learned to love or to potentially love other people. And I think that's a win for me.
I don't know if this is a spoiler, guys, but they actually shed a little bit. They actually show us a truth to the story of Dolittle when it comes down to it. Actually, I kind of like this too in a way. Spoiler. I don't know if you're gonna consider this a spoiler, guys, but they really touch up on the realization of talking to animals, how he's teaching the boy, his apprentice, how to talk to animals. So it's like a language you could learn. It's not just like with the Eddie Murphy one. It was like he was just born. I mean, he was born with it, and then and then it went away. Then it came back in that movie, and then of course, it led on. Then his daughter had it in the Dolittle 2, and then his daughter in the Dolittle 3. The daughter.
I appreciate that it was like
a realistic Dolittle, I guess. You could say.
Like it was like linguistics.
Yeah, it wasn't like genetic. It wasn't like a gene or anything. Like you had it, and then oh crap, you're crazy. It was more like you would understand animals. You would understand, and it's funny too because you see it throughout the movie. They're just like, what does this mean? What does this mean? Like they're going back and forth, him and his apprentice. So I kind of like that too as well. But yeah, was this the film that we needed? I mean, coming from a January movie, it's okay. I mean, I guess I wasn't expecting much of this movie. Like I said, I was just going, I mean, it's a January movie. It's Dolittle. I'll try it out. Let's see if it's funny. It's good. See if it's gonna make us laugh. But the real thing that I was looking forward to was how well the CGI of the animals were. And I think that's just a big part that Universal really lacked on in the previous movies. And I feel like in this movie, they really shed a lot of... They really covered their butt on this. I'll say that. They really did. Because the CGI in this movie, when it came down to the animals, is done very well. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it's definitely something we needed. I mean, anything that...
A retake on the Dolittle.
Oh, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a classic. The with the Eddie Murphy one, classic. But
the original one.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. But I really liked that. Like you said, it was more like a teaching kind of thing. Like I liked some of the story, even though it wasn't as rock solid as I would have liked. I did like the message in some of the story. So why not? Fine.
Was this the fun that we deserved? Would you say yes or no?
Yeah, why not?
Because... I'm going to say no. I'm going to be on the nope, this is not the film that we deserved. I did not deserve this movie.
Yeah, I think the actors did phenomenal. I liked all, the characters. I mean, I really liked the message, like I said. I definitely think it's something we deserve. Could it have been done better? Of course.
I feel like they didn't even need Robert Downey Jr. I feel like they could have had anybody in that role. I really don't think he really had a good fit.
I think that if he had done a little bit similar to Sherlock Holmes, I think the character would have worked beautifully. Because I think that is the character. Like, he is a little strange. No, but he is like the personality-wise. Yeah. He's like a little strange, quirky, maybe not fit in all the time. Maybe not, be more as sociable as, other people.
Yeah.
So I think to have him... Robert Downey Jr. play someone like that, I think he was definitely capable of that, and he did. It's just the accent, I couldn't hear him.
Yeah.
But as far as like the mannerisms and like the behaviors, I liked how he got it like pretty spot on to how the character was supposed to be.
Cool. Let's go to ratings now. Ratings 1 out of 10. 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest. What are you gonna give it, Angela?
I give it a 6.
I'm gonna give it a 4.
Okay.
I'll get a 4 because the cuteness of the animals and because the animals had a lot of humor. Again, it's just the story didn't go well with me. I didn't like the way that it was anticlimactic. It was just, it's a January movie. I know everyone says like it just... I just really didn't enjoy too much of it. I'll say that.
And I give it a 6 because of the cuteness of the animals.
Yeah, see?
Because it was super cute. I liked as much as...
You saw a lot of pussycat.
Yeah. The tiger, yes.
Yeah.
I really liked... it could have been better if I had understood him, but I really liked Robert Downey Jr. in this one.
I'm not going to buy this movie. No, heck no. I don't think so.
I would.
I'm good.
Definitely buy it.
Alrighty, guys. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you like our review, guys. As always, I'm your host, Ryan D. Ryan680.
I'm Angela at that cat lady Ange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. Hit it. All right. Have a good one, guys. Thank you for making us a part of your day. See you later.